Welcome to Surehajj videos. Application form. This is the daily use form of Surehajj where you maintain your client's full information. Enjoy the video. In this video, you will learn form general overview, followed by main panel, passenger panel, accounting panel, then all other panels in one shot. The first part of the video is about Hajj application form overview. In this video, we will have a general overview of the Hajj application form. The next parts of the video will go through the details of this form. Welcome to Surehajj videos. Hajj application form. Hajj application form is the main daily use form that you will deal with throughout the day. It contains all information about the contracts, about passengers. It's basically your main part of the system. What is an application? Hajj application is a contract, is the file which contain or may contain one passenger or more. So if a family want to go to Hajj, they will have a file. The file here is what we call the Hajj application. Hajj application is always recognized by a key, which is Hajj application ID. This is the application ID. Now let's go through this form that, as I mentioned, will be your daily work, business as usual work. Let me go through this form. On the top level, that's a normal menu where you can request a new application or prepare the form to enter a new application. You can save the application, filter the list of applications. You can delete the applications under certain circumstances. You can manage the contract of the application and so on. We will talk about all these items in separate video. The second part of the form is the left-hand part. It's a list of applications, and the list is composed of the application name, the file name. I'll use the terminology application here because it's widely used in Surehajj system. The list is composed of names, which is the application name, and some icons here that displays for you right away some information or some flags for each application. For example, this one, the warning sign, indicates that there are some validation issues in this application. It's not yet ready completely to go. The second one here is a reminder, which means that this application has already a due or overdue reminder to do, and so on. The list of these icons are here. So the validation not okay, which is that sign, validation okay will show like this in that place. Due reminders, as you can see here, or if this application has purchased licenses for mobile subscriptions. And now, on the top, there is a count of all the applications. This is not the count of passengers. It's the count of applications. An application, as I mentioned, could have one passenger traveling alone by himself or more. For example, this application displayed on the screen has, as you can see, 4 passengers, 4 adults. If you want to know the number of passengers so far who registered with you in your agency, this is the totals of the packages. These are the packages defined by the travel agency. And here are the customers, the males and females, and their totals. So these are the total of males and females as persons so far. But application wise, the number are 161. Another set of buttons are showing here, and they are basically about different views of the selected application. As you can see, the application changed. So if you select that application, here is the main data of the application, like contact number, email, phone, and most importantly, what package is purchased by that application. There are lots of help buttons like this, but that will be targeted by other videos. On the same main data, you have here some summary of the application, and here list of passengers and other stuff like that. But this is the main application level information. The second one will manage the passengers inside the application, where you can see the details of each passenger, and you can do lots of actions here that will be targeted as a separate video. Accounting. You can see the application accounting, you can make payment, you can do all the accounting from here. Reminders. As you can see, there is a due reminder, that's why the flag is here. Processing, this shows you the processing status of each passenger. So you click on the passenger and it tells you what stages are already done or partially done. Validations, it tells you why this flag is there, because there are validations here, and you will see all of that in details in a separate video. Emails, you can send any type of emails to this applicant on that email, and you can attach to it a contract, the MOFA, the e-visa, whatever you want. You can print the invoice from here, and you can have documents related to the application where you can enter the document here and save it. And preview documents will show you the list of documents of that application where you can select any of them, see the details, print or open the file, whatever you want. And finally here, the contact log, all the communication which happened in relation to this application. So that's a general high-level overview of the application form. Wait for the rest of the video to know in details other items related to the application. Thanks for watching. In this part of the video, we will talk about the Hajj application main panel. In this video, I will explain in details the contents of the main panel. The video will also indicate steps to create, update, and delete Hajj application. The video also will show how to search for and filter applications. Welcome back. The second part of this video is about the main data panel of the Hajj application form. This is the panel shown in front of you. And in this video, I'm going to speak about how to filter this list, then how to add or update the application. Let's do a filter first. To do a filter, click Filter, and right here, the first part of the applicant name, and I'll say Mohammed, apply the filter, and the filter shows here. In order to revert back the filter and You clear the criteria and apply again, and you get them all. Now, I am on this application now. What shows in this main data panel? In the main data panel, this is what package is selected or contracted for this file or application. And to see the details of this package, click here. You see the details, but that's targeted by another video. Whenever you see this I, it means show me more details about what the I is beside. You can see the capacity here of all packages, each type of room capacity, and what is sold already. Here you enter the applicant name. You can enter the sub-agent if needed, if you have a sub-agent. And if you enter one, you can click on the I here to see his details. You can include or not include optionally the sacrifice, and that will affect the accounting. In this area, there is a contact information where you can enter this data as self-explanatory. However, if the city that you're searching for is not in here, you can on the fly add it by clicking this plus and enter the name and click this, the check or accept button. That will create the city, add it to the list, and select it for you. The emergency contact, you can enter them here, all. And there are 3 types of notes. You can use them on your convenience: internal notes, flight notes, and accommodation notes. And here you can enter how you heard about us, kind of. In this second area, the application status. This is a summary of the application. Passengers, it has 4 passengers, adults. And rooms, it has requested, 4 of them requested quad rooms. Additional or adjusted services, 1 passenger wanted extra service that you entered for extra charge. Adjusted flight, no one adjusted his flight route. And here is the balance of the application. In this area, you will see the list of passengers. They are shown completely in full details on the passenger tab, but that's not the target of this video. But you are in the main data, and you can just have a look. From the list here, you can see warnings or due reminders, etc. And from here, you can find the full status. And from here, you can even know the list of passengers and their counts here. Now, to update uh, an application, just change. I'm going to remove the work phone. You change any value here and just click save. You get that message of success. If you want to add a new one, just click new. You get a blank form where you fill it up the normal way and click save. The application will be saved. What's worth mentioning here is, look here in the add mode, you see the app ID, which is the file number, kind of. The key is 0. That means you are in add mode, and is written here, new application. If you select one, you see right away here the application app ID, and you have here edit application. To delete the application, obviously you select the application, click delete. Of course, the system will validate the deletion and will not allow you to delete the application if there are any impacts on other data, like financial impact or whatever. But if you just enter the application now, you can obviously delete it. Continuing with this menu, Hajj contract, you have 2 options here. You can create and open the Hajj contract, or you can create it and save it. So I'm going to show it to you. Create and add, create and display. It's creating it based on the template that you designed. How did you design it? That's a topic of another video, how to design the contract. So the application now, the contract is created, and you can see the contract here based on your design. So the application was designed by you guys. Each company will be different from the other company. Okay, now you can create and save the application. In this case, this, this file or this application will have a contract that you can even send it, email it, print it, can do anything you want. Thank you for watching the second part. In this video, you will learn Hajj application passengers panel. In this video, you will learn how to maintain the passengers in the application form. The video will demonstrate all actions related to passengers, such as main data, flight route, services, documents, and others. The video will demonstrate as well how to enter the passenger's information by three methods, either manual by typing it in, by scanning, or by importing. Welcome to the third part of the video. We are going to talk now about the Passengers tab. The Passenger panel can be accessed by clicking the Passengers button, and it is about the list of passengers and the full details of each regarding the selected application. So in our example here, we have 4 passengers. If you click on any one of them, you see the data right away. Now let's see what the data are. All self-explanatory. So you have to the passport information, the name, title, and you have here flight route. If you want to assign to the selected passenger a specific flight route, just change this. Select the flight route. And that's international flight route. You can write here accommodation note. That's worth mentioning as well. And you can see here a spot where it shows how many days the passport will be still valid on the arrival to Saudi Arabia. It's here long enough, so expiry is far in time. And on departure, the age will be 51. This would be useful for those children turning to adult soon. If you go to another, okay, I selected the first one, and as you can see here, on the date of departure to Saudi Arabia, there will be 66 remaining days for the passport validity, and that's why you got a warning, a red warning here. Okay, that's all. You can, for example, for the ladies, you can assign the mahram name, it's woman group here, or you can click here and select either woman group or one of the males in this application. You can select any of them. And that's a must for ladies, for every woman in the application. The rest of the data here are very standard and classic and self-explanatory. This area shows the availability of spots in the selected package or program. And the availability is 10 for single rooms, 10 double, 20 double, and so on. And that's the total. So we have in this selected package enough space for others to be added. Now, let's see the actions that can be done on a passenger. You can create a new passenger by clicking new, and you get empty form ready for population, and a mark of new is here. I'm going to select that again. So now we are going to go to the edit now. Okay. You can do any updates on the data and click save, and you can delete the passenger completely from this application by clicking here. This is another field that is important, the passenger code. It indicates as a first part of it the package, then the application ID, like the file ID, and that's the second passenger among four. Total four passengers for this application. This is a kind of a key that you can use in Saudi Arabia to recognize the passenger completely. Now, for the packet for the passenger, you can how many ways you can enter the data. First way is to say click new passenger, and you can type in the data here, like mail and so on. You can select the room type. This is very normal way to enter the data. Another way is if you have a scanner, 3M scanner, you can just scan, click scan, and you scan the picture, and after the scanner indicates the green light, you click here, you get the data that is scanned. The issue date is not in the scanned data. The 3M does not recognize from the MRZ area, does not recognize the issue date. So here you can expand this, and you can say, okay, it's 10 years from now that's populated. You can optionally populate the others and say, okay, and they are all imported here. All what you need to do is to define quad room or whatever and click save passenger. The passenger will be saved and added to the list. It's that simple. You can capture PR information, same way, using the same scanner. You can click here. If there is a PR, permanent resident, it will be automatically populating this as a picture and this area as the data. And all what you can you can capture the front, and you can capture the back here. So, and then if you click OK, you already captured the PR data and it's here. If the passenger have a PR, not a passport. You can even get the passenger data differently. You can find a passenger among previous seasons. Like, for example, last name Mohammed, and I say find. It shows me all who fulfills this criteria and date of birth, sex, just to recognize whom you are talking about. And if you select one of them, like here, and you say select this, you get the data right away. And they don't have picture in the demo version here, so they don't show. Otherwise, you would have seen the passport and the picture. By the way, the picture, let me go back to, I'm not going to save that. I want to keep the data intact, actually. So I'm going to move to the next one. Click here. And okay, let me return to the first one. And so we have seen now that we can import the data from find passenger. And concerning this picture, this is the picture as the scanner got, but you can copy the picture, the enhanced picture from any scanner, and just get it to the clipboard and click here, and you will paste it here. Next area to be covered is the flight. So if you click here, you see the flight trip of the selected passenger. You can update any line of these, and obviously this flight was imported automatically from program from this flight route. And as you can see, they have the four segments, and a segment was added to it, a segment of domestic. To add a domestic, you click here and you select any of the domestic routes and say save the segment. Or you can put the price here, like for example $300, and save it. And it's updated and it's written here in blue as domestic. You can delete a segment. You can add a new segment manually by entering this data. You can fully control the flight route of the passenger. Now I'll go to the main data. Now services will indicate to you what services are available that are not included for the specific passenger you are in. You cannot select any of them because selecting them will be done through the accounting form in order to manage the cost. But once you add a service through the accounting form, it will not show here because it's already included for that specific passenger. I'll go back again to the main data. And finally, the documents here. These are the documents required by your company. You have defined these in the documents definition, and that will be a target of another video. And you can mark for this specific passenger, you can say, I got the original of this, I got a copy of this, copy of this, copy, copy, and this one is waived, like immunization against polio for kids. This is not a kid, so I say waive this. And okay, 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 and okay. Once you save this, this passenger will be marked as completed the document. Close this. Now, in this area, there is upload to Hajj on SOP. This will be targeted by another video. The passenger's photos, you can import these photos. If you click here, you will select for this passenger, and you can select where the photo is, where the passport file photo is, and where the PR is. You select these and attach the photos. Will attach these three photos to this selected passenger. Actually, I'm selecting now the same passenger. Okay. Now you can assign to rooms. If you assign to room, if you click here, it will warn you that all the passengers in this specific application will be assigned to the same room throughout the full trip in Medina, in Jeddah, in Mecca, everywhere. If that's valid, by valid, I mean they are all quad. You, you say yes, and it made a check. Some of the application passengers are already assigned to rooms. Please clear their rooms and try. So obviously, from here, in order to do that, you have the family, and from day one, just click assign to rooms, and they will automatically be assigned to the hotels linked to their package, on their timings, link it to their package, and in all the hotels automatically the four will be together. And here you can check the roommates. It tells you these are the roommates of this lady in this hotel. Other hotels, rooming is not yet done. So that is it about the passenger tab. It's a rich tab, isn't it? Thank you very much for watching. Hajj Application Accounting Panel. In this video, you will learn how to fully manage the Hajj application accounting. The video will demonstrate the statement of account and how to enter financial transactions like discount, payment, refund, and adjustment. Enjoy. Hajj application, all other panels. In this video, you will learn how to utilize the other panels of the Hajj application after we explained the main panel, passenger panel, and accounting panel. The video will demonstrate the validations and processing status, sending emails, printing invoices, creating and previewing documents, and others. Enjoy. Thanks for watching and see you on the next video.